Once upon a time, in a beautiful African village, there lived a young girl named Kemi. She was full of life and energy, but she often struggled with overwhelming feelings of sadness and anxiety. Kemi's best friend, Ayo, noticed that Kemi was not herself. Ayo sat down with Kemi and talked to her about mental health. She explained that mental health is just as important as physical health, and it's okay to seek help when needed. As they sat under the shade of the baobab tree, Ayo shared stories from their community about how understanding and support had helped others overcome their mental health challenges. Kemi was amazed at what she learned. It was like a light had been switched on in her mind. With this new insight, Kemi felt empowered to take control of her mental well-being. She sought out resources in her community for support and guidance. The story ends with Kemi inviting others in the village to join her on this journey towards better understanding mental health.
Ayo, I really believe it's important for us to talk about mental health. It's just as important as physical health, and it's okay to seek help when we need it.
I agree, Kemi, but isn't mental health something that can be solved by just talking to a friend or family member?
Yes, talking to loved ones can definitely help. But sometimes we need professional help too. Just like when our bodies get sick and we go to the doctor. Our minds sometimes need extra support.
I see what you mean, but isn't there a stigma around seeking mental health support in our community?
There is a stigma, but that's why it's so important for us to break it. We have to show that seeking help for our mental well-being is brave and necessary.
You're right, Kemi, and if someone needs help, they shouldn't hesitate to reach out.
Exactly. Mental health is nothing to be ashamed of. Taking care of our minds is just as important as taking care of our bodies.
Thank you for sharing this with me, Kemi. I'll make sure the message gets spread throughout the village.
That would be amazing. Let's work together to promote understanding and acceptance around mental health in our community.
Kemi and Ayo sat under the shade of a large baobab tree, with the warm African sun casting dappled light on their faces. They were deep in conversation, discussing their plans to organize an awareness meeting in their village about mental health.
Okay, Ayo, we need to make sure everyone understands that mental health is just as important as physical health.
I totally agree, Kemi, but how do you think we should go about organizing this meeting?
Let's start by speaking to the village elders and community leaders. We need their support and influence to spread the word effectively.
That's a great idea. And we should reach out to local healthcare workers too. They can provide valuable information about mental health resources available in our community.
The more people we can reach, the better.
We could also organize some activities during the meeting that promote positive mental well-being, like yoga or meditation sessions.
That's perfect. It would show everyone that taking care of our mental health can be enjoyable too.
With their plan taking shape, Kemi and Ayo set out on spreading awareness throughout the village about their upcoming meeting. They went from house to house talking with families and friends about why it was important for everyone to attend. Finally, on the day of the meeting, there was a sense of excitement in the air as people gathered at the village meeting place. It had become a symbol of hope for change within their community. As Kemi stood up before everyone present gathered around her, young and old alike, she spoke passionately about why talking openly about mental health matters so much.
Community members, we are humbly grateful for accepting this important meeting. As we gather at this place with a mental health professional, it is crucial to address the importance of understanding and prioritizing mental health within our African community. Historically, mental health has been underestimated and stigmatized, leading to many individuals suffering in silence. It's time to break down these barriers. We must recognize the profound impact of mental well-being on our physical health and daily lives. Anxiety, depression, and other conditions can manifest physically, affecting our energy levels, sleep patterns, and overall well-being. However, there are practical skills that can help us overcome these challenges. Mindfulness meditation, stress management techniques, self-care practices such as exercise or creative hobbies. All of these can significantly improve our mental wellness.
Ayo joined her later on stage, emphasizing how seeking help for one's mind is just as brave as seeking help for one's body when unwell.
We encourage open dialogue within our community by providing resources for therapy and support groups. By empowering ourselves with knowledge and support systems, we can build resilience against life's challenges while fostering a culture of understanding and compassion towards those struggling with their mental well-being. Let's work together to prioritize our mental health for a healthier and happier future. Thank you.
The atmosphere became charged with an energy of understanding after yoga session conducted by local instructor, followed by guided meditation, which left everyone feeling more relaxed than they had felt in months. At last, when it was all over, many hands reached out asking where else they could learn more or seek further help if needed, which filled both Kemi and Ayo's heart up knowing that they had made real impact within own community. From then onward, things changed little by little. People started speaking more openly regarding struggles, helping each other where possible, until slowly enough fear and shame turned into empathy and understanding, one step at a time, along with discussions led by healthcare workers who spoke about resources available locally. Then Ms. Tamara, a mental health professional, came on stage and answered many questions and brought light to all their concerns. Thereafter, she concluded with this powerful speech.
Community members, as a mental health professional, it is crucial to address the historic and cultural factors that have led to the underestimation and stigmatization of mental health within our African community. For generations, mental health has been marginalized due to deeply ingrained cultural beliefs, lack of access to resources, and historical trauma. Historically, African communities have faced countless challenges including colonization, slavery, discrimination, and economic disparities. These adversities have contributed to a widespread culture of resilience and self-reliance. While these attributes are commendable and reflect strength in the face of adversity, they have also inadvertently perpetuated the stigma surrounding mental health issues. Furthermore, traditional beliefs often view mental illness as a personal weakness rather than a medical condition. This mindset has prevented many individuals from seeking help or discussing their struggles openly. It is essential for us to break down these barriers by fostering open conversations about mental health in our community. By addressing historical and cultural factors that contribute to stigma surrounding mental health issues, we can begin creating an environment where individuals feel comfortable seeking support without fear of judgment or discrimination. Let's work together towards breaking down these barriers by acknowledging the impact of historical and cultural factors on our perceptions of mental health within our community, while fostering a culture that prioritizes understanding and support for those struggling with their mental well-being.
The elder of the village, Mr. Kasi, very happy, came on stage and gave this concluding remarks.
Good day to all in our village. I have recently come to realize that my understanding of mental health matters has been limited and perhaps ignorant. The wise among us know that there is always room for growth and learning, and I am humbly asking you all to join me on this journey. I understand that the stigma surrounding mental health in our community has prevented many from seeking the help they need. It is time we address this issue openly and without judgment. We owe it to ourselves and future generations. I want to express my gratitude to Kemi and Ayo for their initiative in bringing this important conversation into our midst. Let us take their words into consideration, aiming for a healthier, more compassionate village. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Kemi and Ayo, and our dear professional. We are so grateful.
Dear friends, we thank you for watching this video. Mental health challenges real and affect our daily life wherever, whenever, and whoever we are. As we are doing on this channel, we invite you to subscribe, like, and share this video with your loved ones, friends, and colleagues. We want you to help us to create this awareness around the world. Let's care for our minds together above in Africa.